I guess that there's the risk that the need to just fix it comes up with actually either a short-term solution or the long-term solution. How did you go about managing that balance?
Generally, the clock is in charge because your truck is going to leave and the race car's got to be on that truck. And the intent was always that the race cars would go out the door as complete as possible. So when you have to back away from that intent, you've got a couple of options. One, the stuff stays here until you put it on. Or two, you send it, off it goes, and you have to work with the chief engineer at the racetrack and the chief mechanic at the circuit, etc., to explain the problem. You involve them in the decision making up front before the stuff's even left the factory. So they're fully aware. You can present them options and they can figure out which option they want to go with. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones who are going to have to pick up the pieces at the other end, not you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's very important. You don't want to have over your teammates, which you can do quite easily, trust me. So that was always a sort of a bit of a group discussion when things were not going to hit the right shipment. Sometimes we did let the clock control us and we sent out rubbish and we moved the problem from the racetrack to the factory. And that was wrong. Someone would say, well, you told me the van was going at 4:00, so I chucked it on. No. Okay. And a little bit, you feel pretty crap about that because you're going to have to go pick up the phone and talk to the chief engineer about what's just happened and let him know. And then you might end up flying someone out there to pick up the pieces of that problem. But you don't want to do that because that's money wasted. But on the whole, these were the things we focused on to improve